Parvati Devi and Lord Vinayaka. Parvati Devi is not just the mother of Lord Ganesh and Lord Muruga, Skanda, but also the mother of the all living being of the world. Lord Ganesh has immense love as well as affection to his mother. There's a story that informs us how did Lord Ganesh realize when he was little that she is actually the mother of all. Once, Bala Ganapati was playing with a cat. In the speed of the game, his fingernails made a couple of scratches on that cat's face. As a result, the cat moved away in pain. When the little Ganesh came back to his mother, he noticed the scratches in her face too. This disturbed him, and he asked, "Who did this to you, mother?" For the mother expressed, "It was you, my son." "Really?" Balakanabati was shocked. "Yes, my boy, I present in all lives as the mother. So when one life is hurt, I get hurt too as an effect," expressed Parvati Devi. Pillayar's vehicle is true. How did Pillayar get the true as his vehicle? Vinayaka Purana, also known as Bhargava Purana, tells us the story. Vehicle of Lord Ganesh. The vehicle of Lord Ganesh is true, a tiny animal in the mouse family. Exactly how this has actually become the vehicle of Lord Ganesh. Let us now see just how the historical legendary Bhargava Puranam, which is also known as Vinayaka Puranam, clarified this. Once upon a time, a great sage Mahadar and an Asura woman Vibhudai had a boy that was named as Gajamugan. He grew up as a dreadful demon. He had an elephant face with 2 horns in his head. Obeying the advice of Sukracharya, the master guru of Asuras, he performed severe penance towards Lord Shiva, chanting his name for a very long time. Pleased by that, Lord Shiva appeared in front of him, blessed him, and asked what boon he actually wished. "Lord, my death must not take place by any weapons, and if death befalls me due to the maneuvers of venomous enemies, then I should not get another life," requested Gajamugan. The Lord gave the required boons with a smile and disappeared. The outcome of the boon was that he would be immortal if he outmaneuvered his enemies. The triumphant demon Gajamugan created a city, Dangamapuram, and reigned from there. He harassed devas and sages and ordered them to do 1008 Thopukarnam, knee bend, in front of him 3 times daily. When they dropped to the floor exhausted, he giggles at them. When they came to be incapable to endure these anymore, they prayed to Lord Ganesh to save them from him. Consoling them, Lord Ganesh set off to battle with demon Gajamuga. Heavy fighting busted out between the two. The Lord Ganesh had demolished the chariot forces as well as the weapons of Gajamuga, yet could not eliminate him. This was because of the boon of Lord Shiva. Gajamugan giggled off with pride. All of a sudden, there was an oracle from the sky of Lord Shiva which expressed, "Son, Gajamugan just can't be eradicated by any weapons." On hearing this, Vinayaka, who is actually the Lord of knowledge and wisdom, took off his right tusk and threw it vigorously to Gajamugan. Tusk that had the vitality equivalent to thousands of sun plunged into Gajamugan as well as trampled his down. The Gajamugan soon took a form of shrew, came to eradicate Vinayaka. At that point, Lord Ganesh viewed it with his wisdom eye, and this forced the shrew to be enlightened. Tumbling at the feet of Lord, the enlightened shrew prayed. The Lord Ganesh blessed it and made it as his vehicle. Topu Karnam, knee bend bowing. The Devas and sages who were freed from Gajamugan gave thanks to Lord Ganesh, and crossing and folding both hands across the chest, holding the right ear with the left hand and left ear with the right hand, they did Topu Karnam, or knee bending, 3 times with love and devotion. Since then, when we see the idol of Ganesh, we carry out in the same way and pray him with love and devotion. When we carry out Topu Karnam, we receive the true blessing of Lord Ganesh in return. As the blood circulated through the body, the physical health and wellness also improve due to this performance. This is indeed a good one when we carry out this more than 3 times. In case if we are doing this as an offering when Lord Ganesh answered our prayer. Knocking the forehead with clenched fist. Wherever we see the idol of Ganesh, as we stand in front with homage, we cross our hands and softly knocking both sides of forehead with our fists. This we accomplish before we do the Topu Karnam, knee bending worship. When this practice of knocking our forehead softly, wherever we see the Ganesh idol began, and who started it. Once more, this had also been clarified in the legendary Vinayaka Purana with a story. This story is actually hilarious, yet it also reveals the cleverness of Lord Ganesh. And it involves Lanka's King Ravana's as well. We will see this story in the story playlist of this channel later. Another usage of Lord Ganesh broken tusk. We have seen earlier that demon Gajamuga was brought under control by the tusk of Lord Ganesh. However, the broken tusk of Lord Ganesh aided to make yet another fantastic task. Shall we see how? Vyasa was an exceptional sage who learned all the Vedas as all available epics and understood the meaning of all in great detail. Meditated for many years and had developed a story of great epic Mahabharata in his mind. It was a massive work with millions of slogans, which is poems, chants written in Sanskrit language. He wanted an individual to compose, he expressed it out. The advice of Lord Brahma, sage Vyasa went to see Lord Ganesh. Lord, I have created an excellent epic, Mahabharata, for the people of this globe, preaching the truth, and I would like you to compose it as I express it out, he requested. Lord Ganesh laughed off affectionately and stated, So be it, Vedic Vyasa, so be it. But on one condition. Once I begin, won't cease, and so you should keep going without any break. Vyasa agreed. Nonetheless, he has also placed an ingenious condition as well. Oh my Lord, I will keep on going without any interruption. However, you really should compose it down when you understand the meaning of the slogan, he said. Utilizing the broken tusk, Lord Ganesh began writing in the same speed as it is expressed by the sage Vyasa. Occasionally, whenever he needed more time for planning, the sage will insert tough word and phrase. The Lord will interrupt as if taking time to understand the meaning of those word and phrase, and then proceed to compose again. Taking advantage of the gap, Vyasa might rephrase some slogan. Thus, one of the world's biggest epic Mahabharata was composed. Along with King Ravana's story, we will also see another story in the story playlist, how a robber became a great sage. Ganesh worshipping then and now. Hello guys and children. We have seen some stories telling us the glories of Lord Vinayaka. Ganesha statues in various types dug out in archaeological researches in nations like China, Japan, Thailand, Java, Cambodia, Burma, Afghanistan, Mongolia, Nepal, Indonesia, etc. This proves that the Lord Ganesh was actually worshipped in those countries in ancient times. Around 4,000 years back, there was a civilization existed in northwest India, along the bank of river Sindhu. It was recognized as Indus Valley Civilization, where there were two cities existed, Mohenjo-daro and Harappa. There were many items dug out from here by the archaeologist. An item that was looking like an elephant face figure, and the thought of that as a proof of Vinayaka worshipping existed 4,000 years back. There were slogans which determined to be around 3,500 years old discussed about Lord Vinayaka. These are actually the solid proof of Lord Ganesh worshipping in ancient time. Presently, Lord Ganesh is being worshipped throughout India and Sri Lanka, in Malaysia, Singapore, United Kingdom, France, Canada, America, Africa, and it's also spread to numerous nations in the world. Ganesha temple can be seen anywhere. Popular major temples dedicated to Lord Ganesh. Tamil Nadu, Tiruchi, Rockford Ganesha Temple. In India, as well as Karpag Vinayagar Temple in Pillarpeti in Tamil Nadu, and 8 Sujambu Ganesha Temple. Sujambu means statues found naturally and not man-made. In the western Indian state of Maharashtra and Manipai Maradari Pillayar Temple and Inuvil Seha Rajasekhara Pillayar Temple, both in northern Sri Lanka, and Mamanga Pillayar Temple in eastern Sri Lanka are also to name a few. Essentially, the Lord Ganesh can be observed as well as worshipped in almost all the Hindu temples. He may even be found in some Buddhist temples as well. Remember, Buddha is the 9th incarnation of Lord Vishnu. This is because all devotees start their worshipping with praying Lord Ganesh first, and also the pujas too begins first with Lord Ganesh. Special festival day of Lord Ganesh, Vinayaga Chaturthi. This festival is celebrated in the month of August. Mumbai and other major cities in India celebrated this beautifully. Stunning Ganesha idols made in hundreds, taken in procession in the street, and these statues are taken out on the beachfront or to the waterfront, where, when the prayers are over, dissolved in water at the end. As one might have guessed that for this celebration, the statues are actually made out of dissolvable material such as clay. Om Sri Ganeshaya Nama is the mantra for Lord Ganesh. Hello kids, you too should recite this mantra every morning with devotion, love and revere, and pray Lord Ganesh. He will certainly bless you with good education, wealth and good health. Let us now sing a devotional song for Lord Ganesh. Vakundam Nalla Manamundam Ma Malaral Nokundam Meni Nudangadu Pukondu Tuppar Tirumeni Tumbikayyan Padam Tappamal Sarvar Tamakku. Granny aware, meaning if one prays daily without failing by offering dedicated flowers like jasmine to the feet of Lord Vinayaga, whose body is deep red like the coral, with a beautiful trunk on his elephant face, would be granted the silver tongue and a good mind that always think of good things. He will also ensure the blessing of the 3 Devis, so that education, wealth and good health would be theirs. We too sincerely believe that the blessing and grace of the Almighty, the Lord Ganesh, are with this great project of educating you, the Hindu kids, with Hindu religious aspect.